Yonsei Yoruboon, it's me, Voya Inspire, and today we are going to be talking about the power of I am. And if you want to know why you've been blocking your own blessings, stay tuned. So, how labeling yourself can put you in boxes and stop you from manifesting what you truly desire, and also can push you out of those boxes and put you into the things that you truly desire. So, first I want to talk about specifically saying I am. So when you say, for me, for example, myself, I always said I was a procrastinator. So, and I've always proven myself correct. Because once you attach a label to yourself, it is who you are. And it becomes an attachment. Because once you break that, then who are you outside of those things? Like when people ask us about ourselves, we have set things that we say. Like I could say, I am a black woman, I am 22 years old, I work here, boom, 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 boom. And those things become attachments to you. What's more important is how you label your ambitions, your mental health, things that really deal with the inner and the mind. So when you say something like I am a procrastinator, then you perpetuate procrastinating. And even making this video, I still waited. I didn't have any reason to. I just procrastinated because that's what I've always told myself, and that's the label I've grown to know and to work within. And that is something I'm breaking myself out of right now. And that's why I want to talk to you guys about this, because I have always thought that people don't want to hear me, even though I want to be heard. If you know me, I'm a loud person. I'm an extrovert to the nth. And people always say like, oh my God, like you should have your own show or this or that. But I always still in my heart thought that people don't actually want to hear what I have to say. People don't want to listen to me. And so it stopped me from starting this channel so long ago. I've made many videos, everything, and I've never posted not one of them because I thought people won't want to see me like that. And then even when I started to post videos on Instagram, I thought, well, I'm not a YouTuber. No one would actually want to watch me all the time. Like, I'm not a YouTuber. And it literally took my sister last night, like, yelling at me at like 1 a.m. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, are you working towards something? Or like, so, and that reinforced something else that I always believed about myself, which is that I'm a hard worker. And only then could I overtake that fear of saying, well, what if no one likes me? What if no one wants to watch me? No one wants to hear what I say. I'm not someone who's popular. I am not someone who people listen to. I am a hard worker, and I've always worked my ass off. And so I know how to take that and apply that to YouTube or speaking, which is what I want to do. So this is very important, especially with mental, if you follow my Instagram at all, you know I'm big on like people saying they're depressed. Because especially if you haven't been clinically diagnosed, which most people have not, putting labels like that on yourself, you begin to emulate that lifestyle and that behavior, because now you have said this is who you are. Now you have said I am depressed, I am sad, I have anxiety, even though no one medically told you that. And then you start to emulate that behavior because it is a label that you put on yourself. And then years down the road or months down the road, when you actually do go to a doctor or therapist or whatever, you do get labeled that because you've taken on those traits. You've become depressed. You've become anxious. You become that person. So it's very important that we do not label ourselves negatively and block our blessings, but also that we do label ourselves positively. If you ever notice, and which I always noticed growing up, is that girls would say, like, I'm the baddest bitch. Like, everyone wants to look at me. This girl I went to school with, her name was Keeping Up With and blank her name. And it was always like this is why people look at her. Like, people want to watch her and see what she's doing because she puts it out there that she's watchable and that you do want to watch her. If I say Keeping Up With Tavoya, that implies that there's something to keep up with, right? And even though her life wasn't extraordinary, we thought we should watch her and follow her because she projected that. And I always noticed that throughout school, any girl who was very popular, sought after, whatever, she always said it about herself first and foremost. She always labeled herself as popular or beautiful or that bitch, whatever, and then people would follow that because you are who you say you are. I really wanted to get this out there for everyone to start practicing ways to use law of attraction with this. So one of the ways you've probably all heard of is writing things down in the present and with I statements. I always do that. I am excited to do the job that I love. I blank, blank, blank. I blank, blank, blank. This is very important because you want to attach these things to yourself. Because once your subconscious mind starts to believe what you are always feeding it, then you will start to emulate that and you will start to become that thing. So you will always want to put your best foot forward and put those things in your head. I am beautiful. Like for me, when I was younger, like early high school, I started saying like I'm bomb at eyebrows. Like I'm really good at doing eyebrows. My eyebrows are always on flickety flick fleek. And looking back at those pictures, no, it wasn't. The eyebrows weren't there. They weren't. They are now. They weren't. But because I said it, people started to say it about me. They started to say, oh my God, Toya, your eyebrows are always nice. Like they would comment on pictures, oh my God, eyebrows on flickety fleek. On Snapchats, girl, like you need to do my eyebrows, bop. Because I put that out there about myself. And it's something so small as like these things on your face. But you can do that about like, so your career, say you're a chef or you're a cook, like up and coming. I make the best food. People love people love my dishes. People from all over want to see what I'm making. I'm the greatest chef. Like there are things you can say about yourself to get that out there into the universe, because that's all energy. You know, it's all energy, and you want to be vibrating at that frequency for what you want. I think it's Aaron Dot. I know it's Aaron Dottie, who says you can only perceive that which you are the vibration of. You are the vibration of. I am the vibration of. You have to put yourself at that level to receive that which you want. I thought that was going to sound way more intellectual, those 4 words, but it didn't. But you have to get yourself to that level first, energetically, mentally to that level, and then the physical starts to emulate. I've seen it happen in very negative ways, but we really don't talk about the positive ways that much. Like I said, again, with depression, I've seen people who have never been clinically diagnosed. They had a moment in which they were upset or sad or down, and they took that moment and they stretched it into their whole lives. And I'm not saying that's everyone. I know it's an actual disease, but you probably know someone who has done this because it's such a part of our culture. And like I said, with the girl in school who's the bad bitch, she took probably one moment of confidence, or her mom always telling her when she was younger, like, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful, or a boyfriend told her that, whoever, or she looked in the mirror one day and was like, oh, I am that bitch. And she stretched out that moment of confidence through her whole high school career and probably beyond. And she is still that girl that you go on your Facebook and look at, or you are that girl. Kudos to you if you are. But you just have to take that one moment and capitalize on that feeling and then label yourself as such. I know we tend to run away from labels in our society because they can get like demeaning and putting people in boxes. But on the flip end, if you label yourself positively and accurately, correctly, whatever you aspire to be, if you label yourself to that standard, you will get there because your energy will be shifted. And that is proven. That is proven. You can look at any example. You can look at your own life. Like I said, I've always labeled myself as a procrastinator. Here we are, 30 minutes late on making this video. Or, you know, people label themselves as not being good at math. You did bad at math in the 4th grade.
And you're like, oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm not good at math. Oh my god. And you have never been. And I've seen examples of myself being good at math because I did this too. I've seen examples of myself being good at math, but that was just like, oh, I'm not good at that math, but I'm good at like geometry. Like, says just be good at math. Like, don't block your blessings. But we tend to do this all the time. So I really want you to pay attention to how you're labeling yourself and what you're attracting from that. If you label yourself as a procrastinator, you'll always be late on everything. You'll never get things done on time, and you'll start to see that emulate in your life. But if you label yourself as the bad bitch, you know, maybe people always looking at your story, or maybe people are always following you online. Like, there are things and there are ways and techniques that you can use this to your advantage, especially with the law of attraction. So yeah, guys, that was the video for today. My next video, I believe, unless I have like a stroke of genius, I'm going to be talking about judging others based on your opinions of yourself. So yes, stay tuned, subscribe if you want to, like if you want to, ring a ding 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 that bell if you want to, but I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. Or can I? Annyeong!